неинтересная. Неинтересная. Ладно, посмотрим. Хорошо, ладно. Вы не против? Я против. X. Сохранить. Ты-ты-ты-ты-ты-ты-ты-ты. Так, ну все, назад. Новая игра. Поехали. Самолетики летают по городу, очень интересно. Здрасте. Начало весьма интересно.
I did it! My research is finished at last. Tomorrow I'll submit it to the professor. It will be a big day. Tomorrow is the anniversary of Dad's disappearance, too. It's already been 10 years. Henry Morgan, the famous archaeologist, vanished under mysterious circumstances. This was the most recurring headline in the newspapers. I'm sorry, Dad. I tried really hard to understand where your final research took you. A hello to Mom, and then to sleep. Unfortunately, she can't be here tomorrow. Her latest expedition in the Amazon is taking longer than expected. Let's hope she receives my email. Good night, Mom.
Нифига он там это самое, того самого наговорил.
Coming! This postman believes that everything he delivers is urgent. One can never even get a few hours rest. It's only 2 p.m. The day has only just started.
Только 2 часа дня? Чё? Ты в 2 часа дня встал? Дядь. Дико извиняюсь.
Let's see. Bills. A letter for me? Nobody writes to me usually. It's dated July 25th, 2008. The same day my father disappeared. Dear Willy, it's Dad. If you received this letter, it means that my mission didn't go according to plan. I can't linger or I would put your mother and you in danger. You must go to the old inn in Bonetown as soon as possible. Room 09, but never trust anyone. Everything begins there in the warmth of a friendly place. Love, Dad. It certainly isn't a prank. The style and handwriting are my father's.
Чё, письмо 10 лет шло?
I've looked for clues to his disappearance for 10 years. And I even got a letter from him. I must leave for Bonetown immediately. I'll have to manage somehow, because Mom is still traveling. But Bonetown isn't far. With a little money and a bike, I can get there in a few hours. I saw the bike around the house. There's even some money around here somewhere. Off we go! Perfect, I already found the bike. Or rather, what's left of it. To leave, I'll need all the other parts too.
Да ладно, садись на кактус и езжай. Алло.
Hi, I'm Willy. Would you like to take a short tutorial to learn how to handle things in my world?
Я бы хотел, чтобы ты немножечко заткнулся, потише сделал. Обучение. Ну давай, ладно, это будет потом сейчас.
Good. Let's do a quick overview of how to play. Let's start with the basics. By holding down the space bar or clicking on the icon at the top left, you can highlight the objects with which you can interact. Try to see what happens.
Подожди, а можно тебя чуть-чуть заткнуть и потише сделать?
Great. As you can see, the hotspots are marked with an icon like this one. If you want to pick up an item, use it, talk to someone, or speed up the dialogue, you can do so by pressing the left mouse button. Now try to pick up the object you spotted a few moments ago.
Блин, а можно тебя как-то потише тебя сделать? Ладно, конечно. Ты орешь слишком. Так.
Good. Now let's focus on the inventory. You can open and close it by using the mouse wheel or pressing the I key. Give it a try.
На колесико мыши.
One step at a time. One step at a time. One step at a time.
Что он сказал в инвентарь? Я попал в инвентарь. Чё?
Very good. You can examine an item both in the inventory and in your surroundings by pressing the right mouse button. Reopen the inventory and examine the item you just collected.
Ну, звонок.
Perfect. We have completed the tutorial. Here's a last bit of useful information. You can open the pause menu by pressing escape or by clicking on the menu icon at the top right. Finally, by double-clicking with the mouse on the directional arrows, you can immediately move from one place to another. If you are uncertain of what to do, you can access the help section included in the pause menu. Let's start.
Ну, let's go. Чего нет? Go, так go. Сейчас, секунду. Так, ладно. Плакат, давай сюда.
Collecting everything found lying about is a real fixation.
А, так подожди, вот это подсказка, видимо, так понимаю, да? Да, это подсказка или что это?
I need a ladder to get to it.
Так это же неинтересно, подожди, это же подсказка. Ни хрена у него шкаф.
Essential for traveling.
Ага, ремень. Нет, нам подсказки-то не нужны, может,
Empty.
профессионалы.
I could fill it up with the stuff inside the boxes around the corner in the corridor. Too many drawers. I don't have enough clothes to fill them all.
Купи одежду или выкинь ящик. О!
They will come in handy. I'll take them with me.
Крути
Here they are.
педали, пока не дали. Так, ящик закрой. Копилка, вот и бабки.
Its contents could come in handy. Its contents could come in handy.
Видимо, надо раздолбать.
It won't come off. It looks like it's bolted on.
Так, а ловец снов, это, между прочим, это колесо.
Giotto always had one too, or so they say.
Ага, циркуль, да, взял? Лампа.
Et voila!
Вуаля.
It's a memento. Best leave it here. No way. If we start by taking a key at the beginning of the adventure, what will happen next?
Ну что не так? Какая разница, когда ты возьмешь ключ? Не понял. Так, здесь, видимо, все.
The painting is really beautiful, but so is its setting.
Ну не лапы тогда и. Так, коробок.
Too many things. I couldn't take them all with me.
Все и не надо.
If only there was a rubber chicken. But these could come in handy too.
Вот это сейчас мы пойдем ковырять весь дом. Вантус.
I feel more at ease taking it with me.
Ну без вантуса вообще никуда, я считаю.
It's always good to have one for a pleasant bike ride.
Не знаю, есть люди, которые с тобой не согласятся. Так, здесь, видимо, УС. Значит, пойдем отковыряем этот колесе. Колесе чем отковырять? Вантусом можно, наверное. А, во-первых, молотком по копилке.
Let's see if this rubber hammer might come in handy. Let's not do that anymore.
Боюсь, что будет. Я даже не прочитал, что на резиновой. А ну так.
It's a present from my mother, and I could ruin it. I want to open it with the least possible damage.
Ты дурак? Копилки для этого и делают. Ты шо?
It's a present from my mother, and
Так копилки для этого и делают, дядь. Ты чё, вафельник?
the screws don't turn. They got rusty with time.
Начинается, шурупы проржавели. Ну ты чё, дядь? Ты меня уже утомляешь. Так, мыло.
I ran out of it this morning. I meant to go shopping, but my plans fell through.
Внезапно.
I prefer to leave it here. Otherwise, I won't be able to monitor the phases of my puberty.
Это что такое? Что-то воняет?
If somebody threw something in there, it means it wasn't meant to come out again.
Не гони.
I need something to get the plug out. I don't want to get wet.
Так а чё вантусом вытащил? Хотя это странно будет.
I see no alternative. Now you'll discover the huge power of a plunger.
Неплохо.
Nice work. Now I can safely leave home. Well, look what was hiding in the bathtub.
Чего? Оно и так лежало на это.
It's certainly a part of the bicycle. I'm amazed by the extremely intelligent use I made of it.
Ну ты, конечно, велик
There isn't a
распределил
drop
по
left.
хате.
I used it all for the bath I was planning to take.
Велик по хате раскидал просто знатно, дядь. Так, вроде больше ничего нету, мыло. А ну-ка закрой дверь. Ладно, допустим. Вали отсюда. А это чья комната? Мамкина. Мамка-то не заругает.
My mother took almost everything with her for this journey. I better not turn it off. Mom must have had her reasons for leaving it like this. At least I think so.
То есть эта лампа все время была включена? Сколько же на электричество?
I don't need a map to get to Bone Town. I already know where it is. Moreover, this isn't a map of our state.
Окей.
Admire my physical prowess.
О, ляушу укушу. Это нормально, чел.
It's not about bragging to friends. It's the symbol of my family, and I'm proud of it.
Да, символ московского метро. Прикольно.
Strange object. Let's see what happens when I pull one of the branches. I thought so. Ingenious! Typical of my mother. I bet she designed it. Look at the nice ring inside it. It looks ancient, and there's also an engraving inside. Difficult to make out. SC Arvis Mag A. I think I know what it is. I'll put it in the bag. It might come in handy.
Нормально, мама, кольцо спер. Ты чё, дядя, Лё?
Wow! Now in your inventory you have items that you can combine. Doing so is very simple. Open the inventory, select an item with the left mouse button, then select a second item. If successful, wait a few moments and you'll see these items combine and a brand new one will appear. This will certainly be very useful. Try to combine the item you just found with another item you already have in your inventory.
Попробуйте. Чё, кольцо? С чем его объединить? С педалями? С вантусом? С чем?
I must try to find a better way to use this piece of memorabilia. And it came to pass that my criminal career began.
Серьезно, кольцо с циркулем? Ля какая, ни хрена себе ты пипендрия.
It could contain something important that would be of use to me. Best not to add to the problems this object already has.
Не понял.
It could contain something important that would be of use to me.
Внутри находится то, что мне может пригодиться.
Let's see what's wrong with it.
Ага.
Look what was inside it. Maybe that's why it wasn't working. Replacing the internal alarm with the bicycle bell might not have been a brilliant idea. I think I'll need it shortly.
Ну, без звонка вообще никак не поехать.
I don't need a broken alarm.
Без звонка я вообще никуда бы не поехал. Я был бы против. Так, ну вроде все, да, здесь есть. Все, да, все. Вроде все. Ладно, пойдем. Так, у нас есть этот циркуль какой-то, который стекло. Подожди, а вот эту хрень-то мы отковыряли, нет? Заржавели, да, они? Они заржавели, поэтому он не может. Значит...
I don't need a painting to remind me of my grandfather. I like where it is.
Да ладно, забери.
It works perfectly. I would only run the risk of damaging it.
Работает как часы. Часы работают как часы.
There's information that could be useful.
Что это там за инфа? Что?
Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Fix mom's alarm clock. And there's more.
Так а как посмотреть эти напоминалки? Никак?
I've already read them all.
Еще читай.
How can I possibly use it? Maybe this is the best place for it. I've already read them all.
Так, но он же не весь нашел, правильно?
Nearly there. Not long to go.
Еще чуть-чуть.
I'd really love to try it. I think there's still something missing.
Братан, там еще
It's not time
не
yet.
хватает. Че?
It's not time yet.
Еще не время? Не знаю, мне кажется, пора.
I don't know where to connect it.
Куда? На руль его надо присоединить. А руля-то у нас нет. А с руля-то у нас нет. Подожди, а вот эта дверь куда? Это входная дверь. А это просто дверь. братан. Тебе б, конечно, бы это самое того самого.
Pepperoni and pineapple pizza is my favorite. Maybe I might eat a slice later for a snack.
Неплохо,
I can't take
дядь.
it. It serves an important function in this fridge. I used it temporarily to reinforce one of the shelves. If I pull it out, everything will fall down. I first need to fix the shelf.
Полку надо починить.
I need something to secure it. Just what I needed. I couldn't go anywhere without it.
Серьезно? Ты не мог крутить шуруп все это время?
Not now. I have...
Ну ты пендель.
I already had breakfast.
Пей давай молоко, падла. Объясни.
Every meal has been carefully selected by...
Ладно. Неплохо дядька живет. Окей. Так, вещи.
It doesn't look like it, but there's a logical order. If I start moving everything, the whole day will be affected by it.
Да, выглядит все логично. Согласен. Соглын.
I could do with something to cook. Others use it to cook sweet little furry animals. I prefer heating up something already cooked.
Жрешь, короче, всякие пестициды, да? Так, банки. Прокачал банки. Плита, банки, микроволновка. Часы.
I would like to return it among the boxes stacked in the closet, but I'd better leave it here.
Нихао висят. Так, руль у него есть. Руль. Он взял руль.
Very good. There's still something missing.
Действительно, чего не
How
хватает?
professional. Nearly there.
Чего-то явно не хватает. Так, не хватает колес. Колеса я знаю где, только как. Их надо чем-то смазать. По идее мылом, но мыло он не взял. И как копилку вскрыть?
Excellent idea. That way I can open it without causing irreparable damage. I wonder how much I've managed to save in the last few months.
Хрена он и без видимых повреждений
Ah.
и так вскрыл.
I expected more. All that noise and all I got is this lot of gears? I don't even know how they ended up in here.
Это все, что ты накопил, шестеренки? Понял.
It doesn't seem to be working.
Чел накопил шестеренки. Гениально. Так, а как ловца снов? Надо чем-то скрутить. А, кстати, нужна какая-то колесо-то вот. Одно, вот второе колесо. А мне надо какую-то педаль.
It has already yielded all it can.
Мне сюда надо что-то притаранить. На чем-то я должен залезть. Так, мне нужно что-то типа лесенки. Получается. Странно, что он мыло не берет.
I ran out of it this morning. I prefer... I must find a more useful...
Ну, либо масло. Ну, тогда, подожди, масло это тогда на этом. На кухне. Подожди, вот здесь ничего нету. Тут должна же быть какая-нибудь лесенка, нет? Что-то надо подставить.
I promise when I get back, I'll sort everything in alphabetical or chronological order. Just as I've been doing for the last year.
Не обманывай себя, главное меня.
Too many things.
Еще коробку.
I'd better take only what is strictly necessary.
Ну так возьми коробку, правда не, на коробку нужна лесенка какая-то. Коробки. Гвоздик. Ладно, здесь, допустим, все. Картина. Тумбочку он не может взять, да? А сюда есть смысл? А, туда не надо. Так, картина.
I will leave it here as a warning to future generations.
Окей. Generation так generation. Хорошо, тогда... Давай попробуем выйти, посмотреть, что тут.
Let's get hold of some money and transportation for the journey.
А, то есть все в хате, да? Окей, это все в хате. Получается у нас домашняя библиотека. Здесь вот есть какая-то статуя. Статуя. А в статуе может быть...
Better not take a hammer to everything.
Ну, лучше не стучать им по всему.
It needs at least a bolt in order.
А, подожди, а вот эти, может, сюда?
Perfect.
Ага.
A few more parts. It's not time yet.
It's not time
Not
yet.
long to go. Nearly there.
А, это вот такой ремень был. Лол.
They connect perfectly. Not long to go.
Ну все, дуй. Нахрен тебе колеса. Так фигач. Не нужны тебе колеса, не придумывай. Блин, где-то надо найти какую-то подставку ему под ноги. Надо что-то... А, вот табурет. А, нет. Табуретка не берется. А как же ему колесо достать?
I can't. When Mom leaves for a trip, she always turns off the gas to avoid any unpleasant... She always says that for a kid my age, the microwave is more than enough. I don't think the incident last year helped. Let's just say that calling the fire department about a burned pan can't exactly be considered my finest moment.
Для детей моего возраста, тебе сколько лет, алё, дядь? Ты газом не умеешь пользоваться? Тебе сколько лет? 14? Так, это странно, но он не может взять табуретку, и это очень странно.
It doesn't look like it, but there's a logic. If I start the whole day...
Я понял, да. Лопату он это тоже взять не может. Плита. Микроволновка, банки. Пиксель хантинг пошел. Ладно, давай так. Да, здесь ничего нету больше, собственно говоря. Мы можем что-то на часы использовать?
Useful, but not for everything.
Вряд ли, да? Да, я нашел все, кроме этих колес. Блин, но мне нужно какое-то масло какое-то. Здесь ничего нет. Может, холодильники? Еда. Пицца, недоеденная еда. Молоко. Еда. Масла у него нету никакого. Ну да, здесь ничего нет. Молоко, еда, все, может, ничего нет. Блин, а где же тогда какое-то масло надо? На кухне ничего нет, получается. что ты здесь? Ха. Интересненько. Подожди, а ну закрой дверь. Стул он брать не хочет, да?
It won't come off. The screws don't turn. They got rusty with time.
Они все проржавели.
It's a memento. Best leave it here.
Они все проржавели. А туда он не хочет, он туда далеко ему.
I need a ladder to get to it.
Мне нужна лестница. Ну, а лестницу-то где мы возьмем? Я в доме лестницу не видел. Так, видимо, мы что-то не где-то... Может, чердак какой-то есть? Здесь коробки это. Так. А, эти створки открываются? Блин.
There's a lot of stuff in here, but it's no use to me. Let's take it. One never knows what might come next.
Так, это мы одно колесо открутим, я так понимаю. Блин, а я думал, это одна у них схема. Ладно. Учтем эти приколы на будущее.
It has to be liquid in order to use it. It won't come out of the bottle otherwise.
Чего? Высохший крем. Он высохший. Так.
It has to be liquid in order to use it. It won't come out.
Нужно его размягчить.
It has to be liquid. There isn't a drop left.
Так, а как его размягчить-то? Воды-то нет. Ты воду слил? Ты воду-то слил, чел?
They represent an important part of my life. Let's make good use of them.
А чем размягчить? Молотком давай.
Better not take a hammer to every...
Ладно, шучу. Че, блин, а чем размягчать-то? Вот под лампу поставь.
It would be a good idea if my mother wasn't fixated with LED. Basically, even if I put my hand on it, I can't feel any change in temperature. Maybe it would work with another lamp.
То есть я правильно подумал, просто нужна лампа. А, так лампа у меня, господи, в этой.
Excellent. The heat from the lamp is melting the oil. It's ready to use now.
Ля, пипега умная какая.
The rusty screws are loosening up. I also finished the suntan oil. I better leave the empty bottle here.
Либо выкинуть что-нибудь.
Now it works. From this angle, it looks like one of the bike wheels, coated in feathers.
Такая сними с него перья. Как с него снять?
Useful, but not... It needs at least a bolt in order to use it.
Ну отряхни его. Дядь. Или так его вешай с перьями. С перьями поедешь. Ничего страшного.
Making progress.
Да,
I can glimpse its shape.
Так, и лестницу. Где мы возьмем лестницу? Это самый интересный вопрос. О, вот, наверное, лестница, нет?
I've already read them all.
В смысле, там какие-то... Чё? А, тут надписи, картина. Подожди, не понял, почему две? А, плашка.
I'd rather leave it where it is. It's needed to identify the author of the painting.
А зачем на плашку можно наводиться отдельно?
Useful, but not for everything. Useful, but...
Ладно, не гунди.
Useful, but...
Маятник. Блин, а где же лестницу взять? Ты эту дверь ты не можешь закрыть, чтобы посмотреть, что там за дверью? Вдруг там за дверью лестница, а он нам не дает посмотреть. Казалось бы, лестница самый большой такой предмет, который я должен увидеть сразу. Я почему-то его не вижу. Хм. Интересно. Тоже плашки эти.
It's essential to remember the title and the author's name.
Блин.
It needs at least a bolt in order to use it.
Нужно найти гайку. Хм. Интересненько, интересненько. У меня что-то прям вообще нету вариантов. А где лесенка? Чел, а где лесенка? Ну, ключом почему-то не берет.
If we start by taking a key,
Почему-то он ключ не берет. А тут нет нигде лестницы, я все посмотрел.
better not take a hammer to everything. Useful, but not for everything. Collecting everything found lying about is a real fixation.
Так, у меня сейчас какой-то диссонанс.
I need a ladder to get to it.
Это при том, что я вижу все, куда нажать можно. А, твою же, господи.
Too many drawers. I don't have enough clothes to fill them all. Empty. I could fill it up. It won't be an ISO 9000 certified ladder, but it will do. Got you, Wheel.
Ну, я и это. Зацикленный. А? Неплохо. Убрал. Я что-то хожу лестницу еще. Зачем? Вопрос. Потому что он сказал, что лестница нужна. Так, ну все. Погнали. Это все два. А, бабки не нашел.
The bike's ready. I just have to take it, and that's it. Bone Town, here I come.
Неплохо запихал. Блин, бабки, возможно, в статую.
There are several ways to use it. That is certainly not one I had in mind. I must find a more useful way to use it. It needs at least a bolt in order to use it. Useful, but not for everyone.
Так, а где могут быть бабки?
Useful, but not for everything. Useful, but not for everything.
Блин, а где могут быть бабки?
I don't need a map to get to Bone Town. Moreover, this isn't a map of our state. Useful, but not for every. Better not take a hammer to everything.
Чел, а где деньги? Ну, деньги, возможно, в книгах.
I've already read them all.
Ну и что, пролистай еще.
I've already read them all.
Бесишь, листай, говорю.
Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Buy new sun lotion, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Save money, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Return books to the library, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Read instructions to assemble bicycle, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Never leave bath full of water before going out, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Water doesn't work metal loose, it makes it rust, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Important bracket maintenance. Keep nice and smooth, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Tidy boxes and closet. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Fix mom's alarm clock, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Buy new sun lotion, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Save money, and there's more.
Ну, где бабки-то, алё? Лебовский, где деньги?
Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Return books to the library, and there's more. I've already read them all. I've already read them all.
Вернуть книги в библиотеку.
Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Read instructions to assemble bicycle, and there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Never leave bath full of water before going out.
Но это
And
мы
there's more.
слили.
Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Water doesn't work metal loose, it makes it rust. And there's more.
От воды металл становится податливее.
Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Important bracket maintenance. Keep nice and smooth. And there's more. Here are a few notes I've written down lately. Tidy boxes in closet. Here are a few fix mom's alarm clock, and there's more. Here are a few buy new sun lotion, and there's more.
Так, это
Here
значит, что у нас
save money,
получается?
and there's more.
Копить, 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 копить. Ну, копить. Вернуть книги в библиотеку. Что за книги, какая библиотека? Бери книги, неси в библиотеку. Где книги? Плакат, шкаф.
No way.
Да какого фига no way-то? Может, коробки как-то надо?
Too many things.
Не будешь коробки уносить? Ладно.
I'd better take only what is strictly...
Какие-то книги. Может, деньги в книгах? А где? Так. Домашняя библиотека.
I've already read them all.
Тогда отнеси книги в библиотеку. Копить. Дядь, ну ты чё?
I've already read them all. Books, some of them, nowhere else to be found. One-Eyed Willy, His History and Secrets by M. Goonies. How to Get Out of the Kraken by J. Sparrow, and the timeless Green Stones and Old Legends by J.T. Colton. More books. The famous What Became of the Great Archaeological Finds by I. Jones, and History of Sunken Ships, Chapter 1. Closely related to the second chapter, History of Sunken Ships, Incorrect Construction Techniques. Books, some of them, nowhere else to... One-Eyed Willy, How to Get Out of Green Stone... More books. The famous What and History of Closely Related... History of... The family's book. It goes from to little known... And there's also... I see my favorite Pirate Code, Treasure Trove Troubleshoot, and the #1 book, Grog and Other Delight.
Блин, это нам может быть там, на маминой книге, на эти посмотреть.
They were all written by Elizabeth Reed, my mother. To me, it's a sort of logbook of her travels over the last 10 years. After touring the world, she decided to partly reveal the origin of her discoveries. I'm in many of them, before becoming mature enough to look after our home and carry out my own research. They were all written by... To me,
Так, ясно. Не хочешь, да, ты в книгах ничего искать? Противный.
This is the map that led my mother to the discovery of her first sunken shipwreck. I've decided to keep this souvenir as a good luck charm. She's been looking for new treasures ever since. A little like my father, before his disappearance. They were always soulmates. Since my father left, Mom has devoted herself entirely to me and her work. Then I grew up.
Потом я вырос и стал балбесом. Так, где взять бабки?
Seeing its contents makes me realize that I didn't invest my savings wisely. It has already yielded all it can.
Что он без денег пойдет? Это вряд ли.
I have a bike. All I need now is some money.
На деньги ему все-таки нужны. Как это ни странно. Так,
Here are
еще
a few
раз.
notes I've written. Return books to the library.
Вернуть
And
книги
there's
в
more.
библиотеку.
I've already read them all.
Верни книги в
I've already read them
библиотеку,
all.
падла.
Books, some one-eyed, How to Get Out Green, the family's book collect. It goes from to little known, and there's also
Вот
the family's
книжечка
book
одна.
collect. It goes from to little known, and there's also the family's 50 cannibal.
Почему статуя вот эта?
Owls are not what they seem. Some things still frighten me.
Сова отдельно висит. Какого-то фига. Так, ладно, давай посмотрим через вот это. Но это нам ни о чем не говорит. Маятник. Может что-то быть в маятнике?
It needs at least a bolt in order to use it.
Найти гайку.
Better not take a hammer to everything. I remember when you could get in there. It needs at least a bolt.
Блин, а, может в банках деньги?
And this, my mother used to hide. Let's see if I'm...
Да.
Would you look at this? It looks like there's a little emergency money in the bottom of the tins. There's no greater emergency than this.
Чё себе там $4? Можно целый день питаться. Куда пошел? А ну дуй отсюда.
Let's go.
Наконец-то. О, вот это траектория. Алло, дядь. Прекращай бухать за рулем. Ебой. Приехал.
It felt like something from my bike was missing. I forgot to mount the brakes in my hurry to leave. Fortunately, I escaped without any major damage. Better take what's left. I'm especially sad about the bike. I was very fond of it.
Так. Тормоза он забыл установить. Ну тут тормоз.
I can't go back. First of all, it's night, and I don't want to walk all the way.
Понял. Я же не знал, что это назад. Так, фонтан.
I could pick all the weeds and try to fix it, but I'm not here for that reason. I have vague memories from when I was a child, but I don't think the fountain was in this condition. I remember my father told me the city was built around this place, because a source of fresh water spilled out of here. Now the city seems to be letting itself go.
Вокруг фонтана был город построен. Окей, я понял. Вывеска.
I've arrived at the Dead Man Inn. This was the place I always stayed with Mom and Dad when we came here. And it's the same place indicated by my father in his letter.
Ну, пойдем сюда.
It's the Dead Man Inn.
Заходи. Здравствуйте. Вы тут не видели мужчину 10 лет назад?
Better leave it here to remind all Bonetown tourists of the beauty of Lafitte Park. It's a poster for the Lafitte Amusement Park. The I stand grand opening
Ясно.
October 20. By now, it's probably the only abandoned.
Хорошо. Меню. Трактирщик.
I guess he's the owner.
Добрый вечер, говно. Спасибо, до свидания. Прикидываешь так? Спасибо, до свидания.
Good evening, my good man.
Good evening, boy. How can I help you?
Мне нужен ночлег на сегодня.
I need a place where I can stay tonight.
It's your lucky day, boy. The Dead Man Inn is the best in the business.
Very good. I almost feel at home. Are there any rooms available?
I'm happy to check, but I have to warn you, we are in peak season. In this one, we still have to clean up bloodstains. Room 08 is already occupied. By me. I just have number 09 and 10 left.
Интересно, зависит от того, какой я номер выберу, что-то дальнейшее. А я 10-й возьму.
Room 10 is okay.
Do you have money for the accommodation?
Yes, I think I can pay for one night in this amazing resort.
I don't know what a resort is, but it is sufficient that you have the money to pay.
Here's the money.
Kid, this isn't much. It will only be good enough for one night.
I think that's enough.
Good. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Morgan. Willy Morgan.
Morgan. That name sounds familiar to me. Have you already been in our lovely little town?
Many years ago, but I was very young. Maybe you remember my dad, Henry Morgan.
Henry Morgan, you said? Something springs to mind, but I think a long time must have passed.
Yes, a long time. I'd say 10 years since he disappeared.
And why do we have the pleasure of seeing you again in Bone Town?
Мы, наверное, блин. С одной стороны, какого вхила, а с другой стороны, а вдруг? А если, а вдруг?
Definitely for the hospitality.
I agree. Here at the Dead Man Inn, the customer is of the utmost importance.
I have no doubt about it.
Now I have to get back to my job. Help yourself to the key to room number 10.
Thank you.
Once you are settled in your room, you'll find a pre-printed form. I need to complete the check-in. Bring it back as soon as you have filled it out.
All right, thank you. Thanks, and goodbye.
Прикинь, взять 9-й.
You chose room number 10. It's the only key you can take.
Ладно, ладно, я просто
Technically, it
проверил,
wasn't
что там.
exactly a choice.
It doesn't change the fact that you can only take the key to room number 10.
All right.
Я просто проверил. Как ты это, лоханешься, нет? Окей. Так.
I have no idea how to use a quill. I can hardly write even with a normal ballpoint pen.
Вот оно, поколение Пепси. Писать не умеет от руки. Ясно, только печатать умеет. Все с вами ясно. Ах ты пендель, ты ля на него.
Hello, boss. It's me. You won't believe this. Henry Morgan's son just showed up here.
Henry's son? Why did he come here?
He hasn't said too much about the reason for his visit. What do you want me to do? Do I warn Bob?
Yes, standard procedure.
Okay. As soon as the kid comes back here, Bob will take a good look at the belongings of the young Morgan. Sure, boss. I'll keep you posted. See you later.
What the fuck? Is Gravinan.
If I take it down, the innkeeper would surely notice. There are a series of pictures portraying famous people. Stanko Stupar immortalized.
Да, конечно, ага, Линкольн здесь был.
Behind that door is the orderly's room. Those eyes make me feel quite uncomfortable. Owls again. I didn't know Walken came here too. He's been immortalized by the artist Ayman Akhtar.
Да не были они здесь никто, что это за вранье? Что за дырка? Непонятно.
Better not go inside. If the innkeeper finds out, I'd be concerned for my safety. It's a Riyadh Qasim work.
Кто это?
It's a Riyadh Qasim work. Tiago Huesel painted this subject. Maybe the youngest visitor to the Dead Man Inn. This portrait is the work of Tiago Huesel. It seems like a piece of modern art. I guess it leads outside, but right now I have other priorities.
Ладно.
I can't open it. It's locked.
В смысле? Закрой дверь. О, не понял.
I don't think I should touch anything. That yellow tape does not bode well. A fireplace of great workmanship.
Камин превосходной работы.
It's the form the innkeeper was talking about. First, I have to fill in this form, and then I can use the services of the room. I haven't got a pen with me, and can't see one around. Better go back to the innkeeper and ask for more info.
О! Виселица.
It looks like a communication system. Better complete the check-in. I wouldn't want the innkeeper to accuse me of using a service that still doesn't belong to me. A peculiar scent. I wouldn't say it's good, but at least it adds a different touch to the place.
Ага, а это ты спер. Нормальный ты, дядь. Красава. Еще ничего не подписал. Дернуть боится, зато уже спер что-то. Ладно, пойдем. Серьезно? Ты просто оставишь дверь? Опа, стоял.
I'd rather not touch that substance. I shudder to think what it might be. Color and density do not bode well.
Вряд ли надо брить пятно.
I saw the stain in the hallway.
You have very good eyesight. It blends well with the rest of the upholstery.
Well,
I'm waiting for the cleaning lady to use her expertise to remove that. I'd like to have a touch of freshness in the air when it's done.
I expect that won't be easy. The fireplace in the room is very nice.
It's one of the many points of pride at the Dead Man Inn. There's one in every room, hand-built by one of my ancestors, brick by brick.
Что? А
Thanks,
по поводу...
and goodbye.
Погоди, а по поводу...
I'm back with the form you talked about, but I haven't got a pen with me and I still have to fill it out.
Doesn't matter. Give it to me so I can write the essential data down.
Thank you.
Name and surname.
Your memory is a bit spotty. I'm Willy Morgan.
Sorry, kid. You know how it is. Age plays shameful tricks.
You seem like a different person now. Kinder and more friendly.
Maybe I left you with a bad impression before. I'd like to make things right now.
Did you hear that too?
Hear what? There are a lot of noises in this inn.
Did you hear it now?
It's probably some little animal.
The one who made that sound must be a big one. And how? What now? Did you hear that noise again?
Yes, but I don't think you should be worried. It's normal. In fact, I think it's finished now.
How can you be so sure?
It happens all the time. As soon as you open a door, drafts let the wind through and it does funny things.
Okay, what else do you need?
I'd say I'm okay with this. I have everything I need.
Only name and surname?
Here in Bone Town, we need very little information. The rest will fall right into place.
Okay, now I must get back to work.
Me too. I'm very busy.
With what? Okay, thank you.
Ну, такие дела важные. Протирает, стоит.
I have no idea how to use a quill. I can hardly...
Но он там ничего не распаковывал. Что они там искали, непонятно. Он же ничего не распаковал.
Oh my god! And to think that, according to the innkeeper, it was just a little animal. Luckily, I always keep the important things with me. Never trust anyone. Dad was right. I better warn the innkeeper.
What the hell happened here?
Какой-то очень сильный сквозняк. Вернул на комнату. Видимо, я оставил дверь открытой, а все остальное сделал небольшой кабан. Как вы так быстро сюда прибежали? Думаю, зашел грабитель и перевернул всю комнату. Я думаю, что да.
I guess a robber came in and trashed the whole room.
I cannot be 100% sure, but all clues lead to that. Have they taken anything valuable from you?
Слышь, на сотку его развести, сказать. Так, у меня тут 100 штук было, ваш отель отвечает.
I put a bank check for $100,000 in the safe.
What safe?
Yes, I always travel with a gold bar.
Yes, of course. And do you usually leave it in hotel rooms as a tip?
I am extremely generous.
Ладно,
I
ладно,
have all my
после
valuable things
шутки.
on me.
Better this way. The Dead Man Inn is the most comfortable in the area, but it doesn't have any insurance in the event of theft, disappearance, or death.
I was lucky it was just a theft.
Unfortunately, there have been many such cases in Bone Town lately.
Seeing the current condition of this room, can I have room 09 now?
I already explained that I can't. I'm awaiting a huge influx of tourists in the next few days, and I need that room. If you could wait just a few minutes, I will clean everything up like it was before. Then, as compensation, I won't make you pay from tomorrow night on.
Блин, тут есть вообще вариативность или тут все равно узкопрофильное все?
Actually, I just wanted to stay for tonight. It'd be enough if you returned the money I already gave you.
Boy, don't push it. That is my offer. Take it or leave it.
Your kindness
Да, видимо,
astounds
нет
me.
разницы.
Seems I can't do anything other than accept it.
Wise choice. Now, if you can clear out, I have to clean up the room. If you give me the key back, I'll clean up everything and give it back to you at the entrance. I'll take a moment. Using the back door, I'll be at the entrance before you arrive.
Thanks, my good man. I guess it leads outside.
Подожди, а возможно их вообще два? Такое может быть?
I'd rather not touch that substance.
Только не надо ее трогать.
It's locked.
Их двое, походу.
Have you already cleaned up the room?
Yes, everything's in order again. Here's the key.
Okay, thanks.
And you have all the services of the Dead Man Inn at your disposal.
Like what, for example?
The most important one is room service. And following that, the Do Not Disturb.
How does the room service work?
When the customers call, it is the duty of every good innkeeper to answer. I try to be as fast as possible so as to not leave my position untended. If you don't see me at the counter, it's because some impediment forced me to use the back door. There are a lot of steps to get there. Going down is not a problem and speeds up my movement, but climbing really slows me down.
Thanks, that seems clear to me. What's the Do Not Disturb?
It's this amazing object. Only paper of the highest quality for our customers. With the writing, Do Not Disturb, in giant letters. You just have to hang this on the door, and I'll know you don't want to be disturbed. Here, take it.
Thanks, very useful.
Так, очень полезно. Спасибо, до свидания.
Thanks, and goodbye.
Так, здесь что-то, да? Не так.
On the key, there's a big tent. I don't think it's a master.
Понял.
Better not go inside. Better not. I can't. This lock is pretty solid. I can't. This lock is pretty solid.
А причем есть...
This is the room my dad told me about. I have to get inside.
А, так ему надо было в номер 9. А я сказал 10. Блин, а он, наверное, все равно бы в 9 не пустил. Тут же нет такого.
I can't open it. It's locked. I don't think I should touch anything. That yellow tape does not bode well.
Нет, давай зайдем.
A fireplace of great works. It's summer. It doesn't make any sense to heat up an already...
What now? Oh, that must be the new guest. I saw straight away that he was a troublemaker. Better go check. I wonder when the cleaning lady is going to fix this disaster. Actually, I wonder when I last saw the cleaning lady. I don't think I've seen her at work since our discussion about the hourly rate. I'm sure she'll come back. Nobody can refuse $1 per hour. Better check what's happening in room number 10. Can I help you?
I'm testing the room service. Excellent service.
Also the price. Maybe I forgot to tell you that after a certain number of calls, an extra fee is triggered.
Cordial as usual.
If there's nothing else, I'll get back to my business.
Everything's okay, thanks.
А чё ты забыл упомянуть-то, что оно платное, слышь? Ты ля какой пендель. Так, ну смотри, нам что надо? Дернуть за веревочку. Он будет идти. Но я не знаю, нам показывают же как будто бы это.
I guess it leads outside, but right now I have other priorities. It really belongs here.
Так, первое.
You hang this outside your hotel room to note that you don't want to be disturbed. It has an animalistic fragrance. Not nice, but bearable.
Какой-то запах у него.
Better not go inside. Better not waste it.
Ладно, я думаю, можем пока сходить куда-нибудь прогуляться. Меню можно посмотреть.
Today's special. Pigeon pudding drowned in grog. Hardtack and fat fried in grog. Grog cake? It looks like a diet rich with fiber and carbs. Better leave it for the next customer.
Окей. Видимо, надо пока здесь где-то прогуляться нам.
I'd rather wait for daylight, or at least the moon to become brighter. I'd rather not go around the city at night. You never know.
Окей. То есть мы никуда сейчас ночью отсюда не идем. Фонтан только можно. Ну, фонтан
Better not
кинь.
waste it.
Ладно. Так, тогда что-то надо делать здесь. Ну, мне надо выманить его отсюда, взять ключ номер 9. Правильно я понимаю? Логично? Логично. Но. Как? Я дергаю, ну сейчас посмотрим, если я дерну и мне дадут в момент вот это выйти как-то, смотри, дзынь. Нет, он идет и мне не дает ничего.
Actually, I don't think I'm sure she'll better.
Нет, показывает, как он идет.
Can I help you?
I'm testing the room service. Excellent service.
Also the price.
Cordial as usual.
If there's nothing else, I'll get.
Everything's okay, thanks. Better not. A key opens a door. I don't...
А как тогда...
Better not waste it. Better not.
Тут камин, дверь, больше ничего нельзя.
I don't think I... It's sealed. It looks like something bad happened. I'm not sure I want to know what. It looks like a rudimentary room bell.
Казалось бы, да, вызвать его, пойти сюда, взять ключ. Все такое очевидное.
Restricted to personnel only. It doesn't lead to other rooms. It looks more like a second entrance. Better not. A key opens a door. Better not waste it. It has an animalistic fragrance. Not nice, but bearable.
Запах.
I can't. This lock is pretty solid. Locked. Better not. Let's see if I can. Done. This sign is useless
What?
now. I'd rather not take it with me.
Я думал, он вообще только повесить может. Осторожно, мокрый пол. Неожиданное решение. Опять Вантус. Чел. Тут еще блевотина какая-то.
The things I have to do. Let's just hope it doesn't spill. I wouldn't really know what to use to get rid of this stink.
Ты что, пол мыть собрался? Запах, он сказал, это, видимо,
That might be a good idea, but not without knowing the contents of both. I'd rather not try experiments like that in my bag. What if there is a reaction of some sort? I don't want to ruin it. The stink from this bucket is already bad enough.
Окей, хорошо, я понял тебя. О чем будет ведро сейчас? Ой, будет мыть.
Just how I pictured it. And now something classy. The contents haven't changed, but now there's a fresh musk ox scent. After all the work I did to give it a decent fragrance? No way. The new fragrance makes me dizzy, and I don't think it's because of its freshness.
Он сделает вид, как будто бы баба здесь это есть. И он здесь застрянет. От запаха закружится голова, и он упадет. Серьезно? Это так работает?
I wonder when the cleaning lady is going to fix this disaster. Actually, I wonder when I last saw the cleaning lady. I don't think I've seen her at work since our discussion about the hourly rate. I'm sure she'll come back. Nobody can refuse $1 per hour. Better check what's happening in room number 10.
Нет, ему просто
Can I help you?
прошел.
I'm testing the room service. Excellent service.
Also the price. Maybe I forgot to tell you.
Cordial is...
If there's nothing...
Everything's okay.
Так, не сработало, да?
I'd rather not touch that substance.
Пахучее видно.
The new fragrance makes me dizzy, and I don't think it's because of its freshness. After all the work I did to give it a no way. Very good. It looks like the cleaning has finally started.
Ну извините. Забыл я про эту штуку.
Agile and silent like a ninja. I didn't even realize the cleaning lady finally got to work. Better not walk across it. I'd risk ruining this beautiful work. Oh, she also added the essence of muskox, my favorite. I'll go around the back. That guy's gonna have to wait for a second.
Вот теперь я могу...
Nobody's coming. Better go check the entrance.
Теперь я могу пройти туда. Бля, тут 6 хедер, короче. Теперь мы возьмем ключ 9. Да.
This is my chance.
Окей. Но один вопрос. Батя-то 10 лет назад пропал. Откуда тут следы будут сейчас?
Let's hope there won't be any other obstacles. At last!
Приветственный
I don't trust
сувенир.
taking them. There's the chance they could have been eaten by mice, the owner of the place, or the cleaning lady. In any of the 3 cases, I don't want to take them with me.
Окей, звонок. Звонить не будем. Come in.
Everything starts there, in the warmth of a friendly place. I think my father meant warmth in a literal sense. Perhaps he hid something in the fireplace. Let's try searching there.
Я
What is
поискал
this?
как.
This brick doesn't seem to be bonded to the fireplace like all the others, but I can't rip it out. It seems after all these years it is partially calcified back into the fireplace. I need something to grab hold of the cracks.
Ключом.
It has a specific purpose. It can't be used for just anything.
Ой, давай не выпендривайся. А что, есть специальная хрень для подковыривания кирпича, что ли? Не для этого она сделана.
I don't need it right now.
Фига тут душек, да?
Tough luck. Fate really doesn't want me to take a shower or a bath. Tradition tells us it's better not to spy on showers with the curtain closed.
Ты не в культурном обществе, заглядывай давай. Здесь все простые.
Look what's inside. Somebody forgot a nail file. Better take it. It could come in handy.
Конечно пригодится, брат. Даже знаю для чего. Она же прям сделана для ковыряния кирпичей. По любасычу.
It seems to be working. I can take out the mortar holding the brick. Clever. A niche. Let's see what's inside.
Где уведомление? Как обычно, в гнезде.
It looks like an old library card. It belonged to my father, Henry Morgan. Last read book, Properties of Concrete. What did my father want to tell me?
Ну да, какая-то квестовая штучка. Ну такая.
It's a card for the Bonetown Library. The card belongs to Henry Morgan, my father. Let's see the last read book. Properties of concrete. What was he working on in his final research? Better go to the library to make some inquiries.
Так. Что, нам в библиотеку надо идти? А подожди, стоп, звоночек.
That doesn't seem like a good idea. If the owner finds out I entered room 09, I don't think he'll be happy. If anything happens to me, the Dead Man Inn has no insurance to cover the damages.
Так, нам надо вернуть
After this amazing night, it'd be better to go back to my room and rest. First, I'd rather take the key to room 09 back to reception. I'd prefer to avoid having problems with the innkeeper. I have a really big day ahead of me tomorrow.
Да, он сам понес ключ. Окей, ладно, он сделал все сам. Хорошо.
I think the time has come to find out what Dad was working on. I better check the library card again. I'm sure Dad left me some other clue. It's a card for the Bonetown Library. Let's see the last read book. Properties of... What was he working on? Better go to the library to make some...
Ты уже смотрел на карточку, чел. Не гунды.
I guess it leads out...
Все, пойдем в библиотеку. Не пердумывай. А так никто и не помыл. Так и осталось. Потрещать с ним?
Is the public library still there?
Sure, boy. It's one of the crown jewels of Bonetown. At least it is according to what Margaret, our librarian, tells us. I'm simply reporting what's said because I personally never go to such places.
Strange. I would have bet the opposite. Could you tell me where it is?
Turn left at the main square, just outside the door. Boy, if you don't want to get lost, use this. It's an old Bonetown postcard, but it was used as a tourist map during the golden years. It could be of use to orient yourself and move around Bonetown.
Какой ты добрый дядя.
Thank you.
Are you interested in something in particular?
Just to reminisce a little bit. My father used to take me there all the time.
Я доброе утро ему не сказал, ну ладно.
What happened to Bonetown in the last few years? I remember when I used to come here that it was a nice little town.
I think it's just progress. The young prefer to go try their luck elsewhere, apart from a few exceptions. It's just down to us from the older generation to keep up the honor of Bonetown by welcoming the incoming tourists with love and professionalism.
I'd have to dispute that, actually.
Ладно, до свидания.
Thanks, and goodbye.
Не хмыкай. Ладно, пойдем. Значит, выйти и налево, да?
Better leave the key here. I don't know if I'll want to avail myself of this service again tonight. There you go. Now I can leave.
Ля, какой культурный. Ты посмотри на него. Так, тут есть карта. Вот, мы здесь. Хотел. Вот нам налево, да? А где тут библиотека? Тут же нет пометки. Хотел. Open. Дверь. А, библиотека. Книги. Библиотекурь. Доброе утро.
Good morning.
Good morning. How can I help you?
I need to consult one of your tomes.
It's always a pleasure when someone wants to benefit from the services offered by our library. What are you looking for?
Properties of concrete.
Oh, what a surprise! It's not among the more popular in Bonetown. I guess this is the second consultation in more than 10 years.
Doesn't it get the attention it deserves?
Here in Bonetown, people don't read a lot, especially a book like that. I could never have managed to face it either.
Where can I find it?
I guess it's somewhere on the upper floor. You should recognize it easily.
Thank you.
Как я ее легко узнаю? Она в бетоне?
Thanks, and goodbye.
Thank you for visiting the Bone Town Library. If you need a specific book, you can ask me, Miss Teach, or just Margaret.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Ля библиотека цивильная. Так, сундук.
This lock is peculiar to say the least. I'm pretty sure that I'd need a special key if I wanted to open it.
Ладно. Давайте искать книгу про бетон. Кто видит книгу про бетон?
It's stuck under the huge number of books on the desk. I must find a way to free it. How? Should I remove everything on top of it? There's no time. And above all, I wouldn't know where to put all these books.
Так, как? Что надо подставить, видимо, вместо нее что-то подставить надо. Так. Возможно, что-то внизу надо взять. Нам надо что-то взять. Тут одни книги.
A well-stocked library, but it would be a lot of work to put. I have no time.
Блин. Тут книги и там книги, и выход. Так, а она...
Thanks.
Thank you for... If you need...
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
Может, на нее карточку?
The information I need is written on the card. Better not to disclose it. Don't trust anyone. Maybe what happened at the inn is, but I'd rather not risk it.
Ясно, ладно. Блин, что-то надо подставить. Ну, тут сундук только со сказками, и эта хрень есть.
It seems to be a very old crate. This lock is peculiar to say the least.
Не может он его подвинуть сюда.
It's the famous book Properties of Concrete, the last book read by my father.
Так. Надо чем-то сюда подменить, что-то подставить сюда. И я так понимаю, что это что-то, оно где-то не здесь. Ну что, погнали гулять. Погнали гулять, хлам.
I don't want to take anything from here. It's still material in the public domain. Wow, there are some extremely rare first editions here.
Интересно.
It's one of those old message boards on which they hung the wanted posters. Here in Bonetown, time seems to have stopped. There are still posters of the gang that was raging here decades ago. The members have become famous. I recognize the posters of Rufy, Nami, and Zoro. The others are faded from exposure to bad weather. There's also a little footnote. Posters offered by the Lafitte Amusement Park. I don't need them.
Какая-то банда была здесь 10 лет назад. А вот вывеска, кстати. Петушок. Деревянный какой-то. Музей.
It says to follow the arrow to access the museum. I didn't know that Bonetown had a museum too, especially a museum in this obscure alley. I don't think that dragging this barrel of over 100 liters would benefit me a lot.
Не знаю, дядь, может и принесло бы. Так, а тут опять какой-то этот.
One-Eyed Jack Restaurant. The name is catchy. The sign much less so. I don't know what's worse. The chicken wings used as bones at the sides of the skull? Or the general state of the sign? Everything here is going to the dogs. I wonder what happened to the city. It wasn't always like this. I don't need it. Menu of the day. Chicken, or chicken and salad, or chicken, salad, and cheese. While for drinks, there's only grog.
Нормально.
I don't
Пойдем
think there are
пожрем.
any books here. Even if it's battered, I think I can make out the word restaurant. It's not time to enter there yet. I need to use the clue left by my dad first.
Чел, ну тебе надо найти что-то, чтобы подставить водосток.
I understand that copper has become precious, but I don't think it'd go unnoticed.
О, ля нашел домкрат.
I don't know how, but I hope it might come in handy. There's a sign with the word museum, which rules out the I'll go back there later. Now I have...
Окей, я понял, все, у тебя прям это как это... Одна задача, однозадачный какой-то. Хотя было написано, что здесь открытый мир какой-то. Непоследовательный, а здесь, походу, все-таки последовательный. Так, ну значит все, берем это вот сюда, это сюда.
I don't think I should use it on the book.
А, ну в смысле это надо использовать на стол.
Let's try. It worked! Check out what we have here. Let's see what it is. It's another letter from my father. It's dated July 22nd, 2008, earlier than the other one. There's also a piece of paper that seems more ancient, but I can't figure out what it is. Better take a look right now. If Dad did all this so that I'd find it, there must be something important.
Надеюсь, Вилли, именно ты читаешь это письмо, иначе все мои усилия были напрасны. А он может сам это прочитать? Мое последнее исследование подтвердило, что капитан Кит со своей командой нашел огромное сокровище. Я не знаю, где они его спрятали, но они нарисовали карту и разделили ее на части между членами команды. Перед казнью Кит спрятал свою часть карты в камере. Мне удалось найти в целости и сохранности. Это означает, что карту так никто и не собрал. И что это всеми забытое сокровище до сих пор не найдено. Часть карты Кида ты найдешь вместе с письмом, но оно, конечно же, бесполезно без других частей. Согласно моему исследованию, остальные члены команды укрылись в Боунтауне в ожидании возвращения своего капитана. Проштудировав от корки до корки каждую книгу того времени, мне наконец удалось установить имена всех членов команды. Ну, понятно, что этот чел из трактира это этот. Крис Эвери. Эдвард Дрейк, Чад, Джон, Том, Эдди и Уолтер Флай. Найди недостающие... На 8 частей поделили. Найди недостающие части карты и доберись до сокровища, пока это не удалось сделать кому-то другому. Ля ты крыса. Больше ничего сказать не могу. Времени мало, я чувствую, что за мной следят. Я не знаю, увидимся ли мы когда-нибудь снова. Если думаю, Папа Генри.
Now I understand what the piece of paper was that I found with the letter. Dad always performed great feats, but I never imagined he was looking for kids' treasure. It has always been said that it was basically a legend. I don't remember the complete story exactly, but maybe the librarian can help me. And I have a list of names. Better start asking information of the townsfolk, without attracting too much attention. I don't need my father's old library card anymore. Even if someone found it, it would be useless. I have the letter and the piece of map belonging to my dad. It's a piece of the map belonging to Captain Kidd, but I can't do anything with it if I don't find all the other 8 pieces as well.
Остальные 8, остальные 7, наверное. Почему все водостоки?
How come all across Bonetown the gutters seem to be new?
They are new. There's been some geological instability in the last few years. We don't know yet if it's due to natural causes or human activity. In any case, the result is that Bonetown no longer has a working water network, and the only way to retrieve some water at a decent cost seems to be this one.
Whose idea was this?
Maybe the only person who really cares about the state of Bone Town, our mayor, Steve Bonnet.
Стив Баннет.
What can you tell me about Steve Bonnet?
He's the only one here doing something to keep Bone Town alive. Without him, our village would be much worse off. I suggest you go visit him. He knows everything about Bone Town. If you need something specific, he'll be able to help you for sure. These days, he lives in the town hall to deal with all the city's problems, but he's always available to everyone.
Thank you. I'll visit him as soon as possible.
Так.
Am I wrong, or did you tell me your name is Margaret Teach?
That's correct.
Do you know a man named Charles Teach?
Your question surprises me. How do you know my great-great-grandfather?
I'm doing some research on the genealogy of Bonetown, and I stumbled upon the Teach family.
Yes, it's been several generations now since the Teaches settled in Bone Town.
What can you tell me about Charles Teach in particular?
He was the one who brought the name Teach here to Bone Town, but of his past, little is known. My great-grandma told me that he was a former fisherman with a knack for books. This library is a donation he made to the city of Bone Town just before he died. After he arrived here in Bone Town, he devoted himself exclusively to reading, and many of these books were bought directly by him.
He had so many of them that he basically founded the town library, which then became the family business for the following generations, too.
And he didn't leave anything else apart from the books?
All he left is stored on the upper floor, but it's mostly junk. The real treasure was his books. There's also an old crate without a key, but it looks empty.
Do you by any chance know the story of Captain William Kidd?
Sure, it is mostly a legend.
In the golden era of piracy, Kidd stood out for his endeavors, if you could call them that.
The endeavors of a pirate aren't exactly heroic most of the time.
Anyway, his ship, the Adventure Galley, was supposedly filled with treasures when it suddenly disappeared. A few years later, in 1701, Kidd was captured and executed, but his ship and the crew were never found.
What do you think happened?
What always happened at that time? Kidd and his crew squandered all the loot, and to cover their tracks, they sold or even burned the ship.
After this story, Kidd became legendary.
Thank you.
Так, что...
What's that old crate upstairs?
It belonged to Charles Teach, a great-great-grandfather of mine. Many years ago, we opened it with the help of a locksmith, but it was empty. Then the key got lost again, and nobody has any interest in it anymore. Maybe the locksmith has a copy of it somewhere. I never feel like throwing it away. It's still a family heirloom after all.
Так, и чем-нибудь слесаря надо искать.
Thanks, and goodbye.
Thank you for visiting the Bone Town Library. If you need a specific book, you can ask me, Miss T.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Стопудово здесь.
It seems to be a very old crate. This lock is peculiar to say the least. I'm pretty sure that I'd need a
А ну ля вот так.
It doesn't work. A peculiar key or something that could force this lock.
И что, надо какой-то слесаря искать, да, получается? Ладно, пошли бы.
Very strange. I have the feeling I'm being watched. Better be careful. You never know what can happen in Bonetown.
Они, короче, тоже ищут эти сокровища, видимо.
I glimpsed the menu outside the club. What's your specialty?
Chicken, kid. Delicious, free-range chicken.
Only chicken?
Absolutely, kid. Chicken is our main ingredient. Healthy, genuine, and it's not fattening, so you can eat as much as you want. We Bellamy's have invented more than 100 recipes to serve it with.
A diverse menu, then.
Что за Бургер Кинг? Так, и как идут ваши дела?
How's business going?
Money is not important to the Bellamy's. Our forefather, Eddie Bellamy, left us a little nest egg to pursue our family mission.
And what would that be?
Find the chosen one.
What do you mean by chosen one?
The family legend says that Eddie Bellamy, progenitor of the Bellamys, learned every recipe on how to cook chicken. But his efforts in the kitchen seemed not to be appreciated by customers, who considered his recipes mere common chicken, bumpkins. So he created the only meal that was not chicken-based, the Bellamy cookie. The patrons seemed to be thrilled by the extraordinary innovation. But Eddie, given the indifference his cooking received before that, imposed one condition. Only the chosen one could taste the cookie from the Bellamy recipe. And since then, from generation to generation, the search has kept going.
Which cookie are we talking about?
The sacred cookie, contained in that glass case, built to keep its fragrance intact.
How long has it been in that case?
Since the day it was baked by Eddie Bellamy. And according to legend, it seems Eddie found a recipe for a pastry that could last for centuries without losing its fragrance.
Конечно.
Do you mean that in all these years, nobody was able to earn the right?
Absolutely not. That is the original cookie. Never has another one been baked.
How can you recognize the chosen one?
That'll be the only one who can pass the test.
What test?
The menu, kid. The menu. Only the worthy will listen to the entire menu without blinking an eye. And at that point, he'll have earned the cookie, along with honor and fame.
Very epic. Where does the test take place?
At the table. When you feel ready, take your seat, and we'll see if you might be the chosen one. But don't get your hopes up. We're extremely selective.
I've seen that all through Bonetown there are new gutters.
Yes, the mayor decided to invest the city's money that way. It's not a bad idea. By channeling the rainwater, the city will ensure some drinkable water.
The mayor?
Yes, Steve Bonnet. He's the man who's been taking care of the city for countless years. Luckily, he's in charge, or Bonetown would already be a ghost city.
Thanks, and goodbye.
Thanks to you, and enjoy your stay in Bonetown.
Так, подожди, а так какие там... Боннет не подходит, да, сюда? Они Беллани, да, вот эти типы? Вот он, Беллани. Чё с ним? Курнул. А куда сесть-то?
I see you want to prove yourself. When you're ready, call me. I'll be right there.
I can't, but maybe I can use something on me. I feel ready.
Very well, I'm coming. Let's begin the test. We'll soon know if you're the chosen one or just another common person. Our menu includes mushroom chicken, algae chicken, egg chicken, spicy chicken, sweet corn chicken, pepper chicken, olive chicken, chicken and vinegar, blah blah, chicken, blah blah blah, free range, blah 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 blah, herb crusted, blah blah blah. Kid. Hey, kid. The test is over. I'm sorry. I thought you were different from the others. For now, you're not the chosen one.
And yet I was sure I'd be the one.
Чё, надо уколоться кокаином?
I can't open this case without the right key. The lock seems to be tamper-proof.
Надо чем-то вштыриться.
I don't think it can be opened so easily. I don't think fixing my nail...
Ну,
It's a table. If I had to guess, there are more than 100 chicken dishes. I may be wrong, but I think the owner specializes in cooking chicken every possible way. I don't see how the complete menu of the One-Eyed Jack would help me.
Ладно, пойдем в музей сходим, может там это кокса найдем.
I have no time for this kind of reading right now. Free. It looks like there was a race to the bottom for this volume. Prisons, the story of Tom Rayleigh. Maybe it wasn't the publishing success the author hoped. I already have a memory that may never be erased from my mind. I don't think I'll need that too. I'd say it's scary.
It's my handiwork.
Ой,
It
извините.
seemed to me that the subject respected all the classical canons.
Maybe they're not the same canons I studied at school.
Мяу, мяу.
It's one of the few pieces left by Tom Rayleigh. Ancient sources said that he was a prodigy in cartography drawing, but everything has been lost.
I understand. It's part of the museum exhibition. Better leave it where it is. There's something written on it. For the heirs of Tom Rayleigh.
What do you think you're doing? Have you seen what is written on the envelope? It's the property of Tom Rayleigh's heirs.
But I'm one of his great-grandsons.
I'm a researcher, as well as a capable artist. Bring me concrete proof and you can have the envelope. Until then, the envelope will remain museum property.
А какие доказательства тебе надо?
Based on his posture, I think he lives here. I guess he's a sort of janitor or curator of the museum. There's something written. Free. Maybe it will come in handy.
Go ahead and take it. It will open both your heart and your mind. Some stickers to support Tom Rayleigh's cause are included as well. We also need your help to make this artist known.
Thanks. Prisons, the story of Tom Rayleigh. Now I know why this book is free. It seems more like a series of rambling stories instead of a serious biography. Maybe there's just one bit of plausible information. Here it says that Tom Rayleigh's past is dark. He was repeatedly put in prison in Bonetown for being drunk and disorderly. The stickers are nice, but the book is useless to me. I'd rather put this book back in its place. Probably someone else will find it more interesting.
Наклейки Том Рейли.
I don't think sticking them there would be useful. I don't think sticking them there would be useful. I don't think sticking them there would be useful. I don't think stick.
Ладно, ну куда-то их надо наклеить.
I don't think sticking them there. I don't think stick.
А как?
Good morning.
Good morning. Can I do something for you? I am very busy and I'd hate to lose time.
Are you the museum janitor?
No. I'm the curator, as well as the only artist in Bonetown.
Remarkable. Busy doing what?
Oh, I don't think you'd understand. You don't look like you have an open mind like us artists.
Please, I'm very curious.
No.
Ты говнюк.
Come on, share it with me.
No.
No.
Ну поделись, да пожалуйста.
Okay, I don't think it was that important anyway.
Not important? Are you kidding me? My research is, of vital importance for Bone Town and its history.
Так, поехали.
Research for peace of mind?
Funny.
Finding himself? What kind of research?
I'm trying to clear the name of one of the most controversial figures of Bone Town.
Who are we talking about?
Tom Rayleigh. He spent almost his whole life in here.
Was he a researcher too?
No. This was a prison once. They say that Rayleigh, because of his alcohol problems, spent most of his sober time in here.
In every town there's a drunkard.
No. Tom wasn't a drunkard. His artistic life was very troubled. My research proved that.
Have you already done other research on Rayleigh?
Yes. You can find everything about it in the book I wrote on Rayleigh. You can take a copy if you like.
Already done. Very illuminating.
Really? What passage impressed you most?
Practically everything about Tom?
You're already calling Tom. I transmitted empathy, so I've done a good job with the book.
Just what I meant. How come you're so obsessed with Tom Rayleigh?
It's not that I'm obsessed. Tom Rayleigh was an artist, just like me. Some of the objects in here are his works. But, as with all misunderstood geniuses, he had a devil inside. Some people claim that, in the midst of a drunken stupor, he could produce his best works. But once he was sober, he destroyed those works because he deemed them not to have been done by him. And I, being a misunderstood genius myself, now want to clear his image.
If you say so. And how do you think you can do that?
I'm trying to recover all the works left by the master. And in the meantime, I'm tracing Rayleigh's great-grandsons by delivering the only thing he left here in Bone Town.
His dignity?
No.
Money?
An artist with money? I don't think that's possible.
A toothbrush?
Don't joke about that. We artists are not interested in personal care.
I'm glad to hear that.
I'm talking about that envelope.
What are the contents of the envelope?
I don't know. It's an official document classified by the police and kept here in the museum. It says for Rayleigh's heirs. I can't open it. It would go against my artist code of ethics.
And probably against some laws as well.
Yes. I'm looking for Rayleigh's heirs to deliver it. So I might know what happened to Rayleigh once he left Bone Town, too.
Can you repeat?
But summing up, even if he had alcohol problems, he could draw as very few could. But he's wrongly known only for his reputation as a drunkard. And I want to clear his name by preparing an exhibition for his works.
Goodbye.
Yes. Goodbye.
Так, он был пьяницей. У нас есть наклейки, которые надо куда-то наклеить.
What do you have you seen what is written on the... It's the property of Tom...
But I'm one of his
I'm a researcher. Until then, the...
Он даже не спрашивает его по поводу доказательств. Просто говорит, что нет. О, винт какой-то есть.
At first glance, it appears to weigh over 100 kilos. Surely working out in the gym made me stronger, but I don't think it performed any miracles.
А, это винт от корабля, господи. Так. Ладно, пойдем дальше погуляем. Что могу сказать? Пока не ясно.
The stairs don't seem safe. I don't want to risk hurting myself.
Что за отель вообще раздолбанный в хлам?
I'm sorry, I'd prefer you not touch it. There's some important notes and I don't want to lose them.
Sure.
Говори со мной.
Good morning, Steve.
Good morning. I'm sorry, do we know each other?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Uncle Steve?
Uncle Steve? There was only one child that called me that. It can't be. Willy? Is that really you?
Yes, Steve, it's really me. Willy Morgan.
Son, how are you? Sorry if I don't get up, but my back is killing me. Sitting here all day is bad for my health.
All good, Steve. Thank you.
Tell me, what brought you back to Bonetown? It's been years since the last time I saw you.
Я скучал. Сегодня годовщина. Ой, подожди. Никому нельзя доверять. Это, во-первых. Во-вторых, то, по-моему...
I've been missing Bonetown.
I can hardly believe it. Lately, nobody ever comes back to Bonetown.
For the anniversary of my dad's disappearance. It's been 10 years. I was thinking of swinging by the cemetery.
Already 10 years? Time seems to have stopped in Bonetown since then. I sought refuge in my job to forget. I don't see your mother. Does she know you're here?
I told her I was leaving. She's away on a business trip.
How is she? I tried many times to contact you in recent years, but she never answered.
It was very tough for her, too. She preferred to make a clean break from the past, concentrating on me and her job. Bonetown is a memory that still hurts a lot.
I understand.
Привет, Стив. Так.
How are things going here in Bonetown?
Not very well, I'd say. It's becoming harder and harder to run Bonetown. People leave, and the problems are constantly increasing.
А, так это мэр, что ли?
Yes, when I got here, I had problems parking my bike.
Parking problems as well? That too must go on the list.
You mean the lack of courtesy at the old inn?
Are you staying at the old inn? The owner seems to be grumpy and surly. But actually, all right. I'll try to talk to him at the first opportunity. I'll write it down among the many things to do. I'd let you stay here, but to deal with the city expenses, I left my old house. Now I sleep in that little room over there. It's the only way I've found to be able to run Bonetown as best as I can.
Have you ever thought of hiring someone to give you a hand?
Yes, but funds are limited, and nobody wanted to take on this responsibility.
Прикольно.
I saw some construction work on the buildings.
That's one of the bigger problems in the city. It seems that our water resources are drying up. Some people say that upriver, certain companies have been doing excavations that caused the fracturing of some faults. But I launched an investigation, and there's no correlation. So I'm trying to solve the problem by recovering rainwater. And at the moment, it seems to be working.
I hope so, for Bonetown.
Так.
Do you remember what happened to my father?
It's always painful for me to talk about Henry. We grew up almost like brothers, before he decided to leave and become one of the most famous archaeologists in the world. Despite his work, he always found the time to come back here to the family, and to meet his old friends. Unfortunately, his disappearance is still shrouded in mystery. The night before that fateful day, we went out together. We said goodbye in front of the old inn, where he was staying. The next morning, I stopped by to say hello, but there was no trace of him. His room was intact. The innkeeper said he didn't see him going out. That's all I know. Since then, I've been racking my brain to understand what happened, but Henry seems to have vanished into thin air.
Just like Mom always tells me.
С тех пор не трогали, да это гон.
Do you, by any chance, know what Dad was working on?
I wouldn't know. Whenever he'd come to Bonetown, he told us fantastic stories of the places he explored. We felt like we were there with him.
Dad was always an exceptional narrator. When he told me a story before bed, I couldn't sleep right away, but instead spent a good part of the night fantasizing.
He used to do the same thing with us here in Bonetown. Everyone was enthralled by him.
Привет, Стив. Так, все.
See you later.
Come back whenever you want. You'll always find me here.
Thanks.
Так, это мэр, я понял. Мы его
Better
знаем.
ask for permission. I'd risk looking like a thief. These are stamps of Bonetown. Can I borrow a stamp?
Of course, as long as you use it responsibly. Even if they're dated back, they're the official stamps of Bonetown.
Thanks. I'll use them well.
Actually, when you're finished with your stuff, you can help me out with that stamp. I have a lot of paperwork to authenticate.
Gladly. See you later.
Come back whenever you want.
Thanks. I might need one. I'll take the more worn one.
Так, у меня есть печать, у меня есть наклейка. Мне нужен какой-то паспорт. Справка или что-то такое.
There's a lot of disorder up there. I don't think that ransom... The upper floor seems to be condemned.
Нас туда не пустят, да, наверное? Так, у нас есть печать.
I don't want to waste it like that.
Ладно. Драгстор. О, наркотики. Вот что мне надо.
Should I smash the window and take the contents? I don't see a reason yet.
Диспенсер мармелада.
It only works with 5-cent coins. It contains a lot of jelly beans. I don't think fixing my nails would improve the out...
Го наркотиков мы чканем, чтобы не уснуть, когда этот нам будет читать. Да. Так, можно взять немного.
Can I have some candies?
Unfortunately, I have to say no. The ones you see in the shop are needed to complete the recipe I'm working on, as well as for my livelihood.
I noticed.
If you have some pocket change, there's a candy vending machine right outside the shop. You can take as much as you want. It's only 5 cents for a candy.
Thanks a lot.
5 центов за конфету. Прикидываешь такую коробку купить?
What are you working on exactly?
It's a recipe of my own concoction for a new non-alcoholic drink. As soon as I find all the ingredients, I'll patent it. I've written everything I need on this piece of paper I found in the back room. There's still some ingredients missing to complete the recipe. Then I'm sure my life will take a turn, and I could say goodbye to Bonetown.
Can I help you somehow?
Let me think. Maybe there's something you could do. I need to go to the warehouse to get some things I couldn't find anywhere else in town. But I need a specific plant that grows here in these surroundings. It's a plant with white flowers that only grows in places exposed to the sun, but also with enough moisture.
No problem. I'll see if I can pick one up and bring it to you.
No. It's extremely delicate. Any contact with the acids in human skin could ruin its essence. You should use specific instruments to pick it up and carry it. If you're willing to give me a hand, I can provide you with all you need.
What would I get in return?
Fortune and glory, kid. Fortune and glory.
Tremendously epic. All right.
Very well. Help yourself to the container and the trowel near the door. Once you've identified the plant, use the trowel to put it in the container.
I figured as much.
Thanks. It will also take me a while to find what I need in the warehouse. We'll meet back here.
All right. What's that piece of paper?
I honestly don't know. I was going through the back room when the new recipe suddenly hit me. I grabbed the first piece of paper I came across to write down the ingredients.
Can I see it?
I'd rather you not. Our sector is very competitive. If I let you read the ingredients, you could steal my recipe. I can give it to you after the recipe is completed, when I'll be sure nobody will copy my work.
Okay.
Так, хорошо, ладно, я понял.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Это кусок карты, я понял. Жрет конфеты. Чел, печень кукожится.
I'd like to take some, but I spent the last of my money at the Dead Man Inn. Better not. I think the owner would be very... If I'm not mistaken, it's Mendeleev's periodic table.
Так.
When you find the plant with the white flowers, make sure to be as gentle as you can.
I'll do my best. I better be going now. The owner was clearly in a great hurry to leave.
Вот надо идти, копать. Какого-то хер. О, Warzone сидит, играет.
It doesn't work like that. It's the same printer we use at school. Here on the side is a multi-format reader. It can read USB sticks, CDs, etc., and it's also a scanner to read data directly from images. Once all the info has been inserted into the reader, it'll be converted into data, which will be passed on to the printer. Only then will it be ready to begin operating.
Спасибо, что объяснил.
I'm not thirsty. They're automatic vending machines. Useless. I already have all the energy I need.
Задрот. Привет, задрот.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome to the fabulous Bonetown New Pub.
Is this supposed to be a pub?
It is. It's a full-fledged pub. You have the opportunity to select different drinks of your choice, and it's all automated.
At first sight, it looks more like a garage with vending machines.
Details. This is the future. People don't want to waste time with chatter. They want to get straight to the point. And I offer what they want. A valid alternative to the old and worn-down Bonetown premises.
Maybe you should have invested a bit more in the interior design, like moving some tires or getting rid of the tools.
I appeal to a different clientele. A bit in the style of Dine and Dash, but more like Drink and Dash.
Well, if that is your philosophy, I'd say you've done a great job.
I know. Thank you.
Так, как это дела? Как организовать?
How do you handle your...
Ha! That's simple. The vending machines, I just have to wait for the customer and invest the proceeds in my other passion. Video.
Oh, so you're a developer?
Ha! Please. I want to make a living. I play everything I can and help developers with...
Of course.
Задрот.
I also saw a 3D printer.
Yes, it's the latest fashion. I decided to expand my market.
Drinks and 3D printers?
I see you also grasp the...
I wasn't exactly paying you a compliment.
This is another of my brilliant ideas. You can use it if you want. The first...
And many people use it here in Bonetown?
Some pass by here to see it, supposing it's... But as soon as they recognize its potential, a universe of opportunity...
I like your enthusiasm. I'll make good use of it too, then.
It's at your disposal when you want it.
I noticed the...
I didn't. I'm not from around here. I recently opened my bed. I've never ventured out to take a tour of...
That's a shame. You don't know what you're...
Окей, так это...
Goodbye.
Окей,
See you soon.
То есть мы что можем? Воспользоваться 3D принтером. Непонятно. Неясно.
Blacksmith since 1827. I think he knows his business. What could I do with a cart with a couple of wheels missing? I can't get there, and above all, I don't need it. It doesn't seem to be in good condition. I can't believe it. Somebody brought the engine of an F-18 to get fixed. This blacksmith must be very good. I'll think about it later.
Что он с доставками потом будет делать, наверное. Так, ладно. Это же можно сохранение? Игра корректно сохранена. Окей, ладно. Ненавижу, правда, я так читать сидеть, но вроде бы что-то в этом есть.